Comptroller, you talk about William Donald Schaefer, and a man who the only thing he asks after everything he accomplished is to put he cared on his tombstone, is certainly something that gives me the greatest honor in receiving this award. That to me means everything. So thank you. Thank you so much. And I think he'd probably be quite pleased that it is a community college teacher or professor, because we are the people's college. And if you talk about a man who was dedicated to the little person or the ordinary person, this is where it happens, is at a community college. And it's been my great privilege to be here for 30 years and to have some of my students here. Would they stand? Any of my students that are here are former students, please stand. Thank you so much. So, as I said, I'm deeply honored to accept the Helping People Award, but I'm also a very strong believer that alone we can do little, but together we can do so much more. So I'm humbly accepting this award on behalf of all of the people at the college over all these years, and in the community and on my team, because it isn't Cherie Snyder, and I'm not just being modest, but it wouldn't happen if it was just Cherie Snyder. It's all of these people who deeply believe in this model, Center for Mind-Body Medicine, of community development, of the self and of the community. Together, and as a team in collaboration with so many of you out in the audience, that's why I was so thrilled as I stood out there today, seeing so many of you. We're all working in Western Maryland to rebuild our beloved community so we can defeat this opioid epidemic and be a model for the country. And hearing from Comptroller Francho that he believes in us and sees it as a priority was what really touched me and lifted me up, because that's the kind of advocate we need. Nowhere, Comptroller, will you find so many dedicated people. Nowhere. We want to use these tools not only for treatment and recovery with people who are struggling with addiction, but supporting families. We had the privilege, Dr. Gordon and I, to listen to families of loved ones, some that had lost their loved ones, some that were in recovery, some that were in active addiction. We did that yesterday. And as I sat there with them, all those people in our community that are hurting because of a loved one, these skills, this approach is so important for them as well. I deeply believe in this model because I personally experienced it for years and years and used it, and even more with my students, and watched them transform. We know that these approaches can tackle and minimize the factors that feed opiates: everyday stress and trauma, mental health issues, isolation, despair, hopelessness. It will bring hope, and it does bring hope. I've seen it in my students. So there's a few key people, because I said it really has been a large group of people over many years. There's a few people who have kind of gone the long haul, who have helped to build our team, this vision, and our collaborative approach. So I'd just like them to please stand up. It will honor me if I can see you, because I know what you've done. And I'm going to start with Miriam Leonard, my dear friend and partner for years. Absolutely. She was way ahead years ago. She was doing this at Frostburg State University in the business program. This has been her passion. And we've been able to become friends and join forces, each bringing some different areas of expertise, but together we've been wonderful partners, Miriam. Thank you. Kurt Hoffman, Dr. Kurt Hoffman, I would like to recognize. He is our Vice President, Senior Vice President for Instructional and Student Services. He has been a partner with me for years. He taught psychology before he ascended into heaven, and became a VP, but and also on our integrative health team, and a strong advocate now for the importance of mental health services for our college students. critically important. So many of our students suffer from mental health issues and physical health issues. Dr. Tom Bowling is not here. He had to leave due to an emergency. He's the Vice President for Student Services at Frostburg State University. David Jones, where's dear David? David Jones is our Vice President for Advancement and Community Relations. Lisa Rocks and Stacy Rohrbach, wherever they are, please stand up. Lisa, where's Lisa? Lisa, she was one of the first people back in she was with me when we met Jim. 1999, we can see it. So Lisa and then Stacy, where's Stacy? Stacy and Lisa are both my partners as faculty development coordinators, so we pulled off some pretty mighty big lifts trying to get people with no money places, so keep that in mind, Comptroller. We are dirt cheap too, but we're getting down to rock bottom with that, so we need some. Is Nancy Forlifer here? I don't know if she is, but she's been a huge partner from the health system and the community wellness coalition. And Kathy Condor, again, Queen. Where is our Queen? There she is. Kathy's work in the community. I'm over on the academic side, the ivory tower, as they say. I don't think there is any ivory tower, though, in community college. We're right there in the community and with the people, but Kathy's out there, and Kathy has created a wonderful connection for us out in the community. So, and then, of course, one more person who needs to be recognized, and that is, of course, Dr. Jim Gordon. He has been the one that has inspired me, inspired our community, and inspired our team. So, thank you, Jim, from my heart. Thank you. Final thank you, and then I can sit down, and that's to my students. And this is where I'll get emotional. Because over the past 30 years, and the vast majority of them are lifelong residents of Western Maryland, they have been my teachers, my most powerful teachers. I've watched them overcome addictions, trauma, poverty, things that I can't even fathom just to come and get an education. Driving miles, cars that are breaking down, 2 jobs, kids, and they're hungry and they want to learn. But more importantly, what we've been able to do with Mind Body Medicine and Mind Body Skills is empower a person from the inside out. They carry these tools with them forever. Skills change, empowerment, and inner strength and awareness is forever. But they've taught me about resilience and courage. I honor them, and it gives me the great honor in my life to have meaning and purpose by serving at the community college. So, thank you. I also have some of my family here, which is another emotional. My son, where's Michael? Is Michael right in front of me? Michael is a documentarian, and he is here to do some filming, so it's wonderful. He embraces this. I don't think Danny, Danny's here? Danny, for your mother. Danny's trained by the Center for Mind Body Medicine and was coming today, but something was happening with Maryland State at South Penn where he works, and so we didn't think he'd get here till later, so Danny's here. And Kirsten, my daughter-in-law, also trained at the Center for Mind Body Medicine, using this work with physical therapy and people in pain. So I'm deeply grateful to have 3 of my beloved family with me. Finally, thank you so much again, Comptroller Francia, for honoring me, our team, Allegheny College, my students, and our community with this award. We believe that what you see and hear about today, and after I listen to him, I know it's true, is only just beginning to bear fruit. I want you to look around this theater. People from healthcare, education, government, law enforcement, people in recovery, people with family who are struggling with addiction. Look around Yes, and you said this, we are all suffering, but we are all determined. Watch us tackle the scourge of drugs, addictions, and poverty, and help us in any way that you can. And I hear that you have some commitment to that, with fun, support, and your presence. And come back to see what we're going to do.
We have come back with a big check.
There we go. Yes. Yes. That's putting your money where your mouth is, I think. That's the real evidence of that. So, but we have here in Western Maryland the ingredients of hope: people, passion, collaborative relationships, and a model for community transformation in our partnership with the Center for Mind-Body Medicine. So thank you, Comptroller Francho. Thank you to everyone here, which some of you are my friends. I've known him when I was a green little professor and didn't know what I was doing, and Rock was over at the Jackson unit and on our advisory committee. So you've watched me grow up, although I was kind of old when I got here. I was about 35, but I didn't get any taller, I only shrunk. So you can wait and I'll continue to do that, I think. So, but we have here what it takes. And thank you for not just honoring me, but this community and the possibility of healing for all of us. Thank you.